Hey everyone, it's Sean, aka Hawke525. I'm finally doing my first Q&A video. I just want to start it out with a few people, or maybe not a few, but I just want to start out with just these number of questions. So let's get through them. So this first person asked 5 questions. Well, let's get right down to it. Yes, I like to play Pokemon, and I actually have Pokemon White right now. I haven't really played it since I got it. I haven't had time to really work on it. Um, but other than that, I also like to play other video games such as Call of Duty, Battlefield, pretty much first-person shooters, and uh, I also played the sequel for Tales of Symphonia. I can't really come up with come up with the name in my head right now, but yeah, I played that for the Wii, and I do like RPGs, so that was a pretty fun game. Of course, I also play Sonic games, and in general, I just like video games also, and I really can't come up with any other titles right now in my head. Maybe if other people ask questions about that, maybe I can answer them over time. Sometime in August, I have, and I'm not gonna mention this person, of course, by name. This person basically just kept on asking me if I can do a request, and I said that I was gonna go on a break from that, and he just was just persistent, and he just said stuff like, "Oh, can you look at my gallery?" Blah blah blah, and stuff like that, and I just told him no, and I'm taking my break and don't want to repeat myself. Uh, other than that, no. Favorite instrument. Favorite instrument. I would say the saxophone, specifically the tenor saxophone, because I actually played that during my years of high school. I was in a band, or I mean, high school band, and of course I was also marching band and all that stuff. So yeah, I was a band geek. It was pretty fun, and uh, I actually learned how to play it, and it was quite an experience, and it was really fun. And of course, when I listened to any music with the saxophone, I really enjoyed it, and I like jazz and all that stuff. So, all right, next question. Let's see. Kind of have to think about that one. I guess spiky would be an answer. Like you know, I think they're cool, and especially like Sonic and Shadow and all those characters, and it's just I really can't explain it why, but uh, I guess I just like just more aggressive characters. I guess you can say. Not really. I really don't play a lot of online games other than like Call of Duty. Um, I'm not a really big PC gamer, and so I don't play like WoW or just any other mass multiplayer online whatever. And um, so yeah, I really haven't done that before. I do have friends that do that stuff, so and they have to go through that a lot. Uh, but on Call of Duty, I really don't just say anything. I just play the game and just you know I don't really talk, and basically I just want to play the game. Team deathmatch or whatever, without starting any verbal fights. Of course, I mean I do find other verbal fights really funny, especially when it's like between an adult and a like an 8-year old, which I experienced a lot on Black Ops. You know, so yeah, I really find that funny, and it's just really funny just listen rather than being part of it, because otherwise it'll just get you mad and throw off your game, and so I really don't do that online. Um, Actually, not really, but not. I haven't lied or stolen anything. Cheating. I mean, if you mean like cheating on video games or something, then yeah, I mean, I used Game Shark or Action Replay. I mean, who hasn't? But of course, now that they pretty much died in the PS3, Wii, and Xbox 360 era, I haven't really used them yet since, and um, but I mean, other than that, I guess in a serious level, uh, no. I really haven't cheated. I'm a really an honest guy, and I don't do that kind of stuff. It's just not me. Even in school, I do not recall having to, peek over someone's paper or something like that, or like this, or um, so yeah, I have not done any of that stuff. Sonic, I actually started drawing him sometime in middle school. I don't know, I can't really say what age. I think when I was 13, but yeah, I know for sure that I started drawing Sonic around middle school, and from there I just kept on drawing and drawing. I mean, I had other hobbies too, but for the most part, I started drawing Sonic around that time, and I haven't stopped since. Okay, video games. Let me see if I can just go through my library in my head right now. I like playing Tekken, Soul Calibur, and just a lot of fighting games, especially crossover fighting games such as Marvel vs. Capcom. Uh, and then I have said before, shooting games like Call of Duty, um, Battlefield. I really like the Battlefield 1942. I played Bad Company, and I find that not as playable or fun as 1942. That really grabbed my attention because so many people were playing at the time. 1942. I mean, and including my friends, and I just got hooked on it, and that was pretty much the only uh, online game that I was really into, other than Black Ops. And this was on PC, or I mean I played it on the Mac, but yeah, that's really the only computer game that actually like really put my time into. I also like to play, of course, Sonic games, and my favorite Sonic game has to be Sonic Heroes. It was such a memorable game for me because first off, um, Metal Sonic was in it after all these years since Sonic CD or whatever, just just didn't really appear in those big games like Sonic Adventure, other than during the multiplayer mode. but in a main story mode, you know, he really hasn't. So that's why Sonic Heroes was such a good game, and it had a pretty good story, I thought. And surprisingly, I heard about some bad things, but for me, I really loved it. I loved the gameplay. The graphics were cool, and just everything. It was Sonic, and the whole three character team thing was pretty cool, and that really got me drawn into it. And I beat the game, and by the way, I played on a GameCube, and so I didn't suffer the the bad things that people who had played on the PS2 or Xbox or whatever. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also like those Wii Sports games. Those are really fun for me, and especially when my friends come over, and we all just have a great time. Uh, and I also have Wii Party, and that's a lot of fun as well. Mario Kart, that's another big one from Nintendo, and I've of course played Zelda and those other big Nintendo games, but most of all just like Super Mario or whatever. Especially on the N64. Man, that was a really memorable one. I also remembered playing Battle Tanks on N64, which was a pretty cool, really cool game, and just the whole idea of driving a tank and destroying everything in your sight is just pretty awesome. I guess it just connects with the whole shooting thing, and I love shooting games and just blowing stuff up, and of course, I also love racing games such as Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, and I'm a huge car fan and car enthusiast. I should say sorry, and my favorite Need for Speed game I would like to say is Most Wanted, and that was a great game because the gameplay was like no other. I think I thought, and especially the whole speed breaker and just the whole like rush that you get from playing it. It's just never the same ever since. And I hope what was that new one coming out? Oh yeah, Need for Speed The Run. That's a new one, I guess. I don't know about that one, but I still have a positive um outlook for it. But recently, I really liked Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the new one for the PS3 and I believe Xbox 360 as well, and maybe for the Wii, but I don't know. But anyway, I have it for the PS3, and that one's a really great game. Ever since Need for Speed Most Wanted, but it's on a different scale because it really didn't have a story. It's just you basically running away from cops or you being a cop catching the bad guys, and there's just no story driven plot. So but of course it had good graphics and good features and of course cars and just good gameplay, and then that was another fun one. Well, let's see, any more video games that I like. This might take a little too long. Yeah, that's all I can think of for now. Maybe I'll come back to it once someone else asks or whatever.